Time. I mean, you guys got that score a minute 55 in. Did you see anything to get them going?
It's never about motivation. For us, it's always about tactics and just playing the game the right way. The one adjustment that we wanted to make from the first half into the second half was the angles of the runs that we were taking in the attack, especially the angles from our forwards. And I think if you saw us in the second half, we probably hopefully looked a little bit wider, and our angles looked like they were coming at more of diagonals into the box as opposed to just vertical runs, and that helped us out a lot and it gave us a lot more opportunities.
Speaking of that goal, it was a pretty nice passing play that set that up. Had that been something you worked on in practice, or was that just for the moment between the players?
Well, we work on finishing and those kinds of things all the time in practice. This is such a beautiful game, though, because it's not scripted. You know, you have kids that have the opportunity to be creative, and more than anything, we work at practice on problem solving. And so he went to goal, it got shut down on him. Nathan did a wonderful job of just keeping his composure, kept the ball at his foot, and was able to just put the ball and keep it in play.
You guys had a lot of shots in the first half. How comforting was it to finally get one of those in early in the second half?
Man, it's a horrible feeling when you take a ton of shots and none of them go in. That's the worst feeling in the world, especially if it doesn't go your way, because all it takes, if yours aren't going in, all it takes is one from the other team. If they sneak one in and you lose a game that you know you should have won, that's a bad night. Being able to sneak one in and put one in and finish, that felt pretty good for us, I think.
So does it change the way you play at all after you do get that goal?
It shouldn't. I think if you watched us today, this is early in the season, I think it did change the way we play. I thought after we scored, we looked a little bit tighter. We weren't quite as loose. And we're big believers in the philosophy, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. And we got to a point for a few minutes there, right after we scored, we were trying to play a little bit more defensively when what was working for us the whole game was being loose, opening up, trying to attack, trying to press.
You ever had a game before where you don't give up a shot on goal? So we were counting.
Did we give up one today?
No.
Nope. We didn't give up one today.
No.
That might be the first time. So I don't know. I mean, that's pretty special. You know, our two center backs, especially Jacob and Dominic, they did an amazing job. They covered the entire defensive line, and they kept everything. That guy right there, his name's Alex. He's a good keeper, but he probably had the easiest job on the field today. So.
Yeah, how do you do that? I mean, it seems like you guys, or your players, did a really good job of just taking away as much stress possible, because Blue Valley don't have the ball much on your guys' side of the field.
Well, we try to play soccer the right way, and for us the right way is lots of movement, lots of short passes. We should keep possession by being able to pass 5 to 10 yards at a time. And if you can pass 5 to 10 yards at a time and just keep the ball and stay calm with it, it makes it really hard on the other team to be able to do anything else.
What were those last couple of minutes like for you, trying to get your first win and seeing Blue Valley really step up on the pressure there?
Those last couple of minutes, I turned to my guys and I asked them if they thought anybody would notice if I just pushed the horn on the buzzer and just got the game over a minute or two early. But they didn't want to do that. They're all like, "No, coach, we want to finish the game. We want to keep playing. I want to sub back in." So that didn't work out for me. Anytime you're in a game like this, when you feel like you've deserved to win and you've played well enough to win, those last minutes or so can be a little bit nerve-wracking because you want it for your boys. They worked hard all week. You know, you want them to get to the result. You want them to be able to finish up strong.
Where do you want to build on this going forward?
We have a tough schedule the rest of the way. Hopefully we're able to see what we can accomplish and just keep building off that. We know that, as you pointed out, we took a lot of shots on goal today. We keep working hard, keep doing what we've been doing every day. Hopefully we finish 3 or 4 more next time.